So we're 3 months on, and Claire's kindly come back to chat to me and fill me in on how everything's been going since you took part in the 12-week program. How are you, Claire?
Yeah, so I mean, it's just been more of the same, only better, really. So you may recall I had, by the time we left the program, I was at the gym twice a week and had started Pilates. So that was kind of my three main sources of exercise, and I was tracking and the weight was slowly coming up. I hadn't quite met my target due to a combination of events. I am still at the gym twice a week, still going to Pilates. I love that balance. I suppose for me the value was in recognizing how much your what you do has to be aligned with your values.
And just to, yeah, the values was like one of the first written exercises that we did at the start of the program, and it really, starting from that point, like you said, the awareness, and you can start to then use them to really
Yes.
anchor in why you need to make these changes, and you say that's been the difference for you, Cara.
Absolutely, massively. And even just, I think when we first met, I was really struggling with the effects of menopause. I was feeling horrible. I wasn't massively overweight by a lot of people's standards, but by mine, I was. I was just very unhappy with myself. So the work on the values and understanding what was important to me, but more importantly, why those things were important to me, really helped me then focus on how to make changes which were sort of cohesive, so everything works. And then when it works, it's not difficult to find the space or the time to do it.
And that's what you say, you get that alignment when you know you bring awareness to what it is that you actually want, and then you get that alignment. How can I start to behave in a way that's going to honor what it is that's important to me? And
So I would say, I mean, in terms of basics, my my food's pretty good. I don't always track now. I'll maybe do like a spot check now and again just to see how it's going, and just because sometimes the amounts creep up when you don't realise. But steps, I would still probably struggle to hit 10,000 every day. But part of me is okay with that because I know I'm getting, like I'm rowing 4 times a week. So that's, I feel as if I'm doing enough.
you think about to where you were this time last year, do you? What's the difference?
This time last year, I was still sort of putting on weight and pretending it didn't bother me, and doing very little exercise and pretending it didn't bother me, and working too hard. So yeah, it's great. It's great to be focused on the things I want to be focused on, and not and the positive stuff, not the stuff that just annoyed me about myself.
Okay, catch up again in another 3 months. What do you see?
I don't know. I'm never very good at goal setting as such, because it's sort of like life to unfold. But we have booked our holiday for January, so we'll be doing a riding holiday in South America, which will be physically quite challenging. So at least now I feel like physically I'll be able to manage. So in the next, I suppose really in the last half of the year, then I really need to get riding fit. So I'll have to factor in getting on a horse at some stage.
Do you have any sense? Sometimes people, when they do things, they think, oh, what happens afterwards? Like there's almost a feeling that everything's going to unravel and you'll be back to square one. And, is that how you're feeling, or do you feel differently?
Um, I feel that if I had a specific goal that I reached, that it could unravel. I do worry slightly that I have a tendency maybe to get bored with things after a while, and that if that happens, then everything's very new and shiny and exciting at the minute, and I'm still making progress. But I think if I was to hit a plateau or get bored, then that is a danger spot. But I think having learned what I have about myself, it's okay either to take a bit of a break and just not do very much and then sort of come back at it renewed, or to look and see what else is out there, like fitness or other ways of staying fit and healthy are available. So this is what's working for me now, and I think it's just not to feel pigeonholed into any particular category. But this is definitely working for me now, so I'll keep going while it's good.